Dark Boo meat sword. 4 bone on prize. Anyway.
What?
4 bone on prize. Take the 4 from the 4 Dark Divas, and then you get like the theater bonus prize, and then you get
Help. Send help, please. To expand a little bit on the idea we had last time about, I can't imagine that we're wrong about this. The game basically is directly saying it about the students in this game being
the remnants of despair.
The remnants of despair, and we had just off the top of my head, I kind of pointed out a couple of characters that seemed like they would fit the bill, such as Mekon or Gundam, people who had a certain type of emptiness to them. My point isn't to be critical, it's just to point out that there seems to be more darkness to the characters. Anyway, in the few minutes in between episodes, we kind of thought about that some more. I had said, well, I don't know about Mahiru, but...
And then there was, of course, the death of Fuyuhiko's little sister and her part in that, so...
Oh, hey, there's the darkness for Mahiru. Still don't know about Nekomaru.
It's really hard to see any kind of darkness in him, isn't there?
But then, we didn't say a word about Fuyuhiko or Peko, but do we need to say anything about potential darkness in Fuyuhiko or Peko?
One's the heir to a Yakuza clan, and the other is basically his personal assassin. Come on.
At the very least, her identity has been completely sublimated.
Yeah.
And that's going to kind of break you on the inside, and it kind of did. I had offhand mentioned Kazuichi, but to clarify that one, although he does appear to be consistently more resilient than we ever give him credit for, like the strong coward.
Don't underestimate the strong coward.
He seems to be obsessive.
Yeah,
and
his
denial
with Sonya.
And also in denial.
And those teeth aren't doing him any favors as far as identifying him as a good guy.
In any case, it's more darkness than nothing. So then we thought about the characters from the first game, and obviously you have Byakuya, Celeste, and Tolko, who certainly have quite a lot of darkness, certainly more than anybody in this game except maybe Mekon or Fuyu Peko. But
Fuyu Peko?
I mean, Byakuya overcame his darkness.
Yeah! It's one of the best parts of the game. Toko is just kind of thrown away by the game.
And Celeste was consumed by that darkness.
And she paid the price for it.
But the other characters just don't seem to have that much darkness to them.
I mean, Mondo being overcome by his guilt and his
Mondo.
brother, and then like the rage he felt. It's hard to classify that as equal to being a serial killer or Celeste.
No, but considering the stuff that we said about the characters from 2, that certainly qualifies the same darkness.
But then you have people like Aoi and Sakura, who are most definitely not dark in any way.
Yeah, pure as the driven snow. Or Yasuhiro, who rather than having darkness...
Full of darkness. I'm just Yasuhiro. Nothing more to me, nothing less. But if you give me the chance, I'll market your organs on the black market.
Yes, that.
Speaking of being full of darkness, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Whoa. Anyway, just some off-the-cuff observations. I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared. And let's get this despair train rolling.
We have to be done with this.
I would be genuinely shocked.
Well,
as opposed to ingenuinely shocked if the next thing didn't happen.
Well, we're about to go to the first floor, I suppose.
I suppose that's true.
I guess you're ingenuinely shocked? Disingenuously shocked?
Hiya!
Hey, you go furt, ming, 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 ming. Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? Pip, pip, pip. By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning?
Which one?
From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Now, we didn't remember that, but I'm sure that we were like, oh yeah? Right there at the beginning.
I mean, the game was dropping some pretty big hints from the very beginning.
Pooh, hoo, hoo! You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them.
Oh, the game's getting meta, Damon.
The end of this world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it, you bunch of plebes! Pooh-hoo! Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Pooh. So by you guys, does that mean us, or does that mean the people watching in Evil World, or...
That's a good question. I assume he's talking to us to continue the video game sort of narrative. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh, my eyes! This really hurts.
Oh, I see. It's that snapshot vision of yours.
Working against me.
Yeah, it's like you can't just write all this off and ignore it.
Ugh. I keep trying to read all the text that shows up.
You want to know what'll be easier? Put the mini-map up. And just use that.
I guess you're right. Hey, Sonia! Are you really there?
Well,
Oh, Hajime, you finally found me. Tell me, since BSG has been talking so much about the Zero Escape games as of late, now it is time for me to do my own Uchikoshi-style info dump, where I discuss an interesting and yet an apparently tangential concept that turns out to be related to the game or not.
I think you're projecting, Damon.
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect?
Huh?
The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. Very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah?
And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite.
Is that what it's actually called?
Yes.
Because it sounds like something I'd make up.
No, it's true.
Okay.
Health anxiety.
I
Don't
see.
ask Dr. Google about your problems, or it'll turn out that you have 17 types of terminal cancer
I see.
and every single disease that exists.
Gotcha.
Which means, as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions,
Uh-huh.
if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Tell me, Hajime, are you familiar with rheumatoid arthritis?
Wow.
It differs from regular arthritis in that it doesn't actually exist. It is entirely in your brain as an autoimmune disease, meaning it causes severe joint pains identical to actual arthritis, while being entirely a manifestation of neurons firing in your brain.
Oh. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
I already explained it to you. Are we not doing that? But it's so much fun! It was fun being mysterious! Huh? Okay, I'm not sure. I do not fully understand, but somehow I and Damon are both pretty disappointed.
What the heck?
I thought it was interesting. Leave me alone!
It's not like I haven't said things that don't make sense before. Oh, I guess we'll be going there last. Please come back into view so I know if I can enter you. Okay.
There's Monokuma. What was that room by the AV room?
Which room?
The room that has a Monokuma symbol on it.
That's where we went. That's where you go down to the trials, down the elevator to the trials.
That was it, okay.
Yeah.
I like how you began to approach it just so you could spend more time turning in circles in this hellhole. Hold up. Go, turn to the right. Go straight. Despair Hotel, okay.
Yeah. Am I looking at him? I can't quite tell.
Well, I was wondering if you were ever gonna get around to talking to me! The moment that you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Unless, of course, you were a suspicious enough bastard to assume it was a lie in the first place! Now, one way to look at that is cynicism. Another way to look at that is pragmatism.
You know, I don't have a good feeling about this. I just kind of feel like if I touch this, I'm going to be forced to club my fellow students with a bone.
I was trying to come up with a great way to make that same joke, but you did it much better than I could have. I'm very pleased. By the way, error. No object matches name. Renderer will not.
Zetsubo renderer is not a registered renderer. Renderer will not error. No object matches name. Future system dot.
Okay, the one
character maybe.
The one that I like is create Kibo.
Is this a window?
You know what this is? This is Hotel Dusk.
There's supposed to be a window here, right? Is my memory wrong or something? Maybe there never were any windows. And this is actually right. Why is everything all noir?
See, this is why you've got to have a strong grasp on your own identity.
This is so messed up. All the things I'm seeing. What's real? What should I believe in? Even if I know what time is right.
Yeah, even if you know what time is. That's actually, although you just, did a read-o, like...
What good
that
would
makes
that
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, time to give me the giant floating space babies!
Thus spake Zarathustra.
Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? Maybe if I just touch it.
Then you'll gain some type of forbidden knowledge.
It's full of stars. And the moment I looked at the object... Oh God!
Huh.
Huh.
Oh, really? Well, we did hear about the ultimate programmer, after all.
Hello, alter ego.
Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program.
A person? A floating person is talking to me. After everything I have witnessed on this island, this is what makes me be filled with incredulousness.
So, it does say Fujisaki Chihiro.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have age, height, or weight, but we do know not female.
Yeah. Who is it? No. Is this even a person in the first place?
I mean, wouldn't this actually be Chihiro and not alter ego since it's listed as Chihiro?
Well, isn't alter ego based on Chihiro?
Yes, but alter ego is alter ego, not Chihiro.
I suppose that's
alter
true.
ego identified itself.
Okay,
as Chihiro.
okay, you're right.
By labeling names and not being that. I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program.
Are you a marketing AI?
I'm not a traitor, though. I just wanted to say that part. It would make me happy if you called me completely in defiance of what they were talking about a moment ago, alter ego, which makes a lot more sense, but, I think Damon's projecting. That is the name my master gave me when he created me.
It can talk! But what are you, even though you just told me? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program?
I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys, and I'm pretty sure that she got totally annihilated. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. Sick burn on the real world! I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. Besides, that'd be weird because I don't live in those rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing.
The despair virus!
And since I don't really have any influence in the first place, I can do even less than I could before. Because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. I think you've noticed, though.
Holy on! My brain cannot follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first.
It can't? Really?
Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating. Like my feet are hovering above the floor.
Dude, get with the program.
It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. In fact, when I look down, I can't even see myself.
Oh!
And there's this weird heads-up display at the borders of my vision. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World Program?
Seriously? Okay. The Neo World Program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized.
What does that mean?
Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located.
So there isn't anywhere else to go in this digital world. We've only got the data for Jabberwock Island.
That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place?
Don't get smart with me!
The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions are different depending on circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's why everything looks so weird. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too.
Because he's not supposed to.
However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed. Oh, a launch of a program was rushed? That never happens in the real world. And because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry. I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. I just wanted to say I really like how it's like the full body picture of Chihiro going through all the normal Chihiro poses.
And expressions.
But it's like in order to do that, you zoom in on the obelisk.
Yeah.
After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World Program.
Well, where's the observer? Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? What in God's name is wrong with me? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. Yet it's the only thing that makes sense. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? I'm thinking, not speaking out loud. And yet, hey, can you tell me? What the heck was that? I mean, what was the Neo World Program used for in the first place?
The Neo World Program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope?
A program for creating hope?
Yeah, it says that on the blackboard back here.
But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World Program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. And probably more.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
But why?
I mean, that picture of Hiyoko kind of proves that.
Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't say that. That reminds me of Chihiro. Are you saying we're lab rats?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I mean, if they're not trying to undespair them,
Remember,
create
Makoto's
hope.
doing this on his own.
Yeah.
The Future Foundation is our enemy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, is that we have the Future Foundation who wants to kill these people, and the DR1 cast who apparently wants to save these people.
And then Monokuma who wants to, I guess, revert them, maybe?
Who the heck knows if this group is the remnants of despair, then what? I mean, what then would they actually be responsible for? Were they a bunch of, neckbeards that just posted a bunch of mean internet comments? Or were they involved in convincing thousands of people to die?
Yeah, we just don't know what their involvement was.
Or if that's even true or not, but the game did all but specifically say that. I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst.
I'm sorry about that.
Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
There we go. Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors.
2 monitors?
Yeah, Chiaki and Monomi. Or Usami, rather. Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all.
What does that mean?
The Foshoste.
Ah.
But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else.
That makes sense. What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
The power to change a chicken into a cow in front of your very eyes so that you'll think that nothing is weird from the very beginning. As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed and was explicitly prohibited. In the first place, the Neo World program would have promised eternal peace, where we get to live in a digital world full of peace and hope and happiness forever and ever and ever and ever.
I mean, that doesn't sound...
Have you heard of the placebo effect?
Not now, Sonia!
What about the nocebo effect? That's pretty relevant, isn't it?
It is.
But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus?
I'm going out on a limb here, but I bet it's going to be called the despair virus.
It's a digital version of Junko!
I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I mean, it was Izuru, of course.
Right!
I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control, but even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I could tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it! What the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against one another?
In the background, no less!
That's so freaking irritating! But how did that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it.
Physically?
Yeah, on Jabberwock Island. Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Is there any other way it could have been?
Not if it's an isolated network.
Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation and wanted us all to die. Damn it! What am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth?
At this point, why would you assume it would be a lie?
Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers.
A member of the Future Foundation.
If everyone is plugged into the program, we don't know how much staff is at this facility.
I suppose that would have to be Izuru, but is he a Future Foundation? There's no way we can know about that.
Yeah.
But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too.
A limit?
Huh.
You mean like how it can't go inside the ruins?
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer.
Oh, yeah?
I would very much like to know this part.
Please?
Such as... Well, okay, so it can totally still attack people.
Well,
Monokuma
that was
did.
obvious.
Yeah. In order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay! Even if you're just a god in the machine, or a ghost in the shell, or a...
Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah, so whatever it is, that's enough hints from you. You're not supposed to be here. If you're gonna say something more... Suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world. And the situation from the context invites your death, 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 death,
Hey?
death, 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 death.
Okay, David. Wow! What the hell just happened?
Huh? I need to catch my breath. Hold on.
What just happened?
You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right?
Huh?
No, that's my line.
Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one?
Look at me, man.
Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side.
I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted.
I guess the cameras represent their ability to observe the program.
Yeah. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time, and we couldn't communicate any of the lessons that we had learned.
What?
The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it.
Forced to watch us?
I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't! Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope.
It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally?
Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say, and believe you're there listening to me. I've got some luck too, after all. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just a virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys.
Okay, so the Future Foundation was not responsible for us being hijacked and locked up in here. Makoto and the others I assume are there with him did this in an attempt to save us.
But why?
They probably thought if they could rehabilitate us, then the Future Foundation wouldn't want everyone to die.
Is it as simple as that?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like it is their fault that this happened. Not only was the program incomplete, but there was a virus hidden inside of it. But knowing what we know, can they be forgiven?
Them? I don't think they did anything wrong.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they built the program, but they aren't responsible for the virus. The fact that Makoto is concerned and wishing that this didn't happen just shows why it isn't his fault. He's trying to take responsibility for it.
I felt the same as well. I just wanted to know how you felt.
The virus is the responsibility of the person who made and inserted the virus.
Yeah.
Now, what they are trying to do, obviously we don't know all the details. I mean, don't you trust him?
I do. Yes. Yes, I do.
I have no problem. I have no problem trusting Makoto or Byakuya. You know, at the very beginning of the game, we were like, is this entirely set up by Makoto and Byakuya for some reason? Of course, our reason was completely wrong, but actually it was that. And we weren't hostile to the idea if it came from them.
Right.
I still feel that way.
Save us? What do you want to save us from? Why would this save us?
You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right?
Oh my god. All the references to Sakura and Leon and all of them suddenly make so much sense.
It was monuments to their friends.
Yeah. Oh,
Even
man.
to Leon.
Even Leon. That's the kind of guy Makoto is.
You know, 11037, Leon.
11037? That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle.
Although, actually, you could say that that's a reference to Sayaka. Both of them, really.
Yeah, you're right.
Was there anything else? There may have been some Piggles stuff somewhere, but I don't remember it. Don't have to say anything about Chihiro.
Right.
Well, in any case, at least we got the Leon, Sayaka, and Sakura. But Sakura was the one who merited the statue.
Yeah.
Because, well, she gave her life to save everyone. And it worked! And it worked!
That's the important thing to take away from this.
The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go, and with a little bit of ingenuity, you would be able to go.
And because Monokuma took over the role of the observer, he couldn't go there either.
And it's like it was written with the concept of you're gonna need to break the rules and push your boundaries in order to be able to make your way through this.
Yeah.
If something bad happens. Which, I mean, that's just been been why I've been so dang suspicious of every point that comes up, and have been beating that drum for, a billion hours now. But the thing that I think is really significant about what Makoto is saying, he thought it might be possible that the Observer would end up going rogue. Why is that? Why would he think that? I mean, she didn't, but could it be that someone with absolute power over everyone, demanding that they all tell them what to, or demanding that they all do what this person says, could potentially lead to massive abuses of power? And he was concerned that this would happen. Doesn't he work for the Future Foundation, which is doing the same thing, and is in fact targeting him and his friends over this? I'm just saying.
Ah, interesting.
I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password.
Man, it's kind of weird that that guy has that name, doesn't it?
God, I know it! Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma.
So it is a Sayaka reference.
Yeah. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I can get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them.
Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma?
Something like that, apparently. In a worst-case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence.
Forced shutdown sequence?
Is that what the thing in the park is? In the plaza?
It would maybe, but didn't it go off?
Yeah, I mean, it also could have been something with the virus.
Right. I mean, looked like Monokuma. There's no way he'd design it like that.
Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Oh, and remember what Monokuma was saying? Well, you can take the graduation exam, but do you really want to leave? Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people.
Oh.
And in order to do that, I need to somehow number.
Damn it!
www.ya.8 remain fiducious. Kimo Yashibaba!
Yashibaba? Really? Well, everything's going along just fine.
All right, at this point, I have to take a moment to discuss chanting death. So, there is a late 90s PC game called Black and White in which you
it's this story.
In which you play a god, and you can name various townsfolk. What everybody always devolved into doing was like picking the townsfolk up and just throwing them across the islands. Billy was playing this game one time. Now, I wasn't here for this, but this is a story that I've heard many, many times. And so he had named someone in the town Billy. Now, when a person dies, the sound, or like the voice in the game would just whisper,
Uh-huh. When this person Billy died, it whispered,
Billy, death.
and it was like about 4 a.m. because I was just staying up all night playing this game, and I was just like, what the hell?
Because it had never said the name of a person before.
I was used to it saying death. But then I heard it whisper my name, and I was just like, oh no.
Death, 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 dots, dots, dots. What was that just now?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
You expect me to narrow it down?
While I was chanting death for the past 45 minutes, you just stared there with your slack jaw, drool coming out of your mouth, and dull eyes. Is something funny going on?
Betsumi? Nothing really.
I see.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'll kill you. I'm gonna butt in again.
Otto. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened?
I suppose even I have my limits too. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here.
Hey, about that guy just now.
Huh? There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
Ah, I understand. This was the classroom where the first game began.
Is it?
Yep, where Makoto woke up. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now.
You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best, okay?
Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? I guess the graduation ceremony. The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best?
Do you just want to stay here like this? Is this okay?
If everything was a lie, and isn't everything just meaningless?
That's jumping to conclusions.
It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too, if I just gave up?
Was it meaningless? Was it? Because it's certainly going to be meaningless if you don't go forward anymore.
When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Isn't that right, Leon?
Very nice. Hey, I told you not to talk to me anymore. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. Go away.
Ha!
Well, it only makes sense, doesn't it?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
I wonder what everyone else has been experiencing.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to convince them.
Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
At a bare minimum, it seems like Fuyuhiko found stuff that Hajime didn't. And Monokuma's the one who drew those manga.
That's true.
And told everybody.
See you soon.
And presumably is the one allowing people access into different places. So it's like he could have given everybody a lot of different information.
Well, that's usually how these trials wind up, is people provide different things. So that makes perfect sense if he did. A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that.
Completely uninterrupted, unbothered. A gleaming red door leading to naught but despair.
He means this red door, right?
As opposed to which red doors?
Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished?
It's never that easy, dude.
Oh, God! You have entered a realm beyond sight, beyond sensation. There's a signpost on the left. You have entered the Twilight Zone. Yes, I know I mangled that quote.
Hold up. Check the pet. I refuse to let this pass. Oh no! Oh no! Hajime, you turn your butt around right now and get this pet maxed out.
I can't turn around. I have to go forward or back.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, check and see if it's counted anything. Yes! We can make it! Come, piggy me!
I'm also reminded of a James Bond opening. Like where you're looking out the barrel of the gun, and then James Bond walks by and then pulls out his gun to shoot the person, and then red pours down from the top. The only way I could make this better is if I could crab walk. But I can't. And that makes me sad. I like that this is the freaking hallway we decided to do it on.
It's just vitally important not to leave any business unfinished. At long last!
And now the Cell Jr. has been born!
No, it's just an egg. I was hoping that bacon or pork chop would come out.
And we got a cod roe baguette.
You roll on out and have a wonderful life until you're turned into a pig in a blanket or something.
Okay.
Guess this is it.
Round 1? Huh? This place!
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is gonna be the final place.
However,
This place is...
Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
We've been here before, right?
Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey.
Huh. It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now, right?
Dude,
Guys?
have you gotten nothing out of this?
Damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something.
If this is a dream, then this too is very...
So you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. You're also the first ones to ever play this game, but we're not going to worry about pesky little details that don't fit our narrative.
Then that makes your statement a tautology!
Watch your mouth before I clean it out with soap, young man! After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool! From before!
This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares?
Thank you!
This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Oh, get ready for this one. It's gonna be total BS, you guys. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats.
Well, we're the BSG, so I guess it fits.
Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options: graduate and repeat. right? I like how, despite
Oh.
saying that on a whim about the repeating, I mean, I was talking about like, I ran out of memory, so you got to reset it. But
Right.
I like how that actually turned out to be a thing.
I guess he wants to try and convince us to repeat to try and save everyone.
You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
Ally or betray?
In other words,
Well, no, this is completely different than that.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
That's why we need more than half the people left.
Then the result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin.
Not even trying to hide it now. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
You can't do that yet!
No, you!
I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current. There must be someone hopeless among you.
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? It almost seems like you're on the verge of ranting like Damon or something.
Shut up.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know.
What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
That is some BS.
So in the end, it's just based on his whims because there aren't enough of us?
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way.
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. You can totally trust me.
Oh, yeah.
This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because it's how it has to be. Especially if we're the remnants of despair, and this is some attempt to rehabilitate us. It would make sense that, in this case, it would have been Usami, not Monokuma, who would judge, like, if they're ready to come out of the program.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I think that you've been rehabilitated or not. But then again, we don't really know what Izuru's goal is, since we did actually, or if it's not keep us here, then I don't know what it is. How could we know, though?
Right. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He, too, has a limit.
And Makoto told us this.
Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway,
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery.
Are you talking to them or to us?
It doesn't really make a difference either way, does it?
I suppose not.
Death! Billy!
That is somehow less creepy.
That's kind of disappointing to hear you say that. Oh well, time to move on. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program.
But why do we even have to go through something so dumb?
Because I said so! Well, I mean, that is...
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. You're waiting for the future foundation to get here, aren't you?
Now why would I be doing that? Who the hell's the main cast? Oh, don't worry about that. It has nothing to do with you guys. You just move on and live your wonderful, fulfilling lives. There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. Who cares? Your resolution has nothing to do with the ultimate resolution of any of this. You're just a bunch of nobodies. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining, or else...
Yeah.
Hold on. The hell do you mean chump? What's with that comment?
I can't ignore that. Throw me at him.
Yeah!
Nekomaru kick!
You can't be serious. Here, have this back. Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy. And it doesn't get to vote. Am I making myself clear?
This is the second time that's been said to turn off Minimaru during a trial.
Wait, I shouldn't laugh at myself. How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? It'd still only be 6 of them.
Yeah.
Even if that somehow is still counts as Nekomaru.
Right.
Which is apparently what is being intimated here. That's still only 6 of them. That's gonna come up.
Oh, of course.
You know, Chekhov's robot toy.
Hey! I'm not Chekhov!
Well, you're the one who made it! I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? Again? When will you ever learn? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be?
Well, she's made enough Journey to the West references. Go soon, Akane!
I refuse to engage with any talk about grasping tails in order to increase one's strength. Or decrease it, as the case may be. I guess this is just the fleeting nature of life. Fine then! Before you die, sear my power into your memories!
No! We can't afford to lose anyone else!
Death! That is an excellent summary of what is going on. 11-year-old's lunch career? Lunch order.
Man, I bet everyone is excited for us to start this trial.
Oh, the look on your face.
Unfortunately, here's where our journey comes to an end for now. We'll make it up to you with an extra long trial episode next time.
That is a nasty cliffhanger.
Could you call this maybe the ultimate cliffhanger?
Isn't that like the 19th time that joke has come up, though?
I know, but surely this one will cause despair worthy of the ultimate title.
Danganronpa. Danganronpa.